In an old hospital on West Java, a young male nurse walks the halls, having just started his shift earlier that evening. He always works the night shift, where he prefers the peace and quiet it brings, allowing him to deliver food and medicine to the patients without having to be bothered by the senior staff. On this particular night, the first patient on his rounds was an old lady who had been diagnosed with cancer. When he entered the room, he saw a young lady sitting with her, talking and laughing. "Evening, ma'am. Please be sure to take all of this medicine," he said. Then the young lady looked up with a smile to thank the young male nurse. A few nights later, the male nurse delivered some food to the eastern wing of the hospital, where there was an old man who had been diagnosed with lung disease. He was surprised to see the young lady again sitting with the old man, talking and laughing. "Evening, sir," the nurse said. "Here's your food. Please do your best to try and finish it." The old man and lady looked up and gave their thanks to the male nurse. The nurse couldn't help but think that it was a sad coincidence that the young lady had two of her relatives being treated in the hospital. The next day, when he was taking medicine to a young girl with leukemia, he once again found the lady sitting, talking, and laughing with the patient. The nurse couldn't help but wonder how it was possible that this young lady could have so many relatives being treated in the same hospital at the same time. Later on that shift, when he found time to take a break, he saw the young woman sitting down in one of the hallways. He took a seat and started up a conversation. "Evening, miss. I couldn't help but wonder, are all those patients I've seen you visiting your relatives?" She replied, "Yes, they are." He said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that they're unwell." "Yes, but that's why I came to comfort them," she said. He thought that was really nice of her, and then they continued talking for several minutes, laughing and smiling the whole time, up until the point where he asked, "Miss, just what were you talking about with your relatives? They all seem so happy and relaxed with you. It seems like you're able to entertain anyone." She began, "Well, it's my duty to comfort them, to calm them, and let them know that their pain will soon be over, and we'll meet again, somewhere. I must pity them. Their time will soon be over." The nurse was shocked at what she had said. "What do you mean, soon be over?" he asked. "Oh, you'll see soon enough," she replied. He sat there, speechless. Then she gave him a wave and said, "I'm sorry, but I have to go. It's getting late, and I have other relatives to visit." Struggling to speak, the nurse croaked, "Of course. Have a nice evening." The young lady stood up, and as she turned, exposed a huge gaping hole in the back of her head. Then, looking back at the nurse, she pointed straight at him and said, "Your time will soon be over too."